Hi everybody, I'm coming to you with a video for customer gathering. What I want to do is a program called Free in 15. I want to give you 15 weeks to get free energy and to be able to teach all your consultants how to get free energy. Free in 15, let's get everybody free energy. And I brought in one of our best customer gatherers to give you all the information you need to gather customers. Free in 15. So here comes Tim Lukasik, regional consultant Tim Lukasik, to give you great information on how to gather customers. So just check out Tim's video and let's get some customers.
How are you, everybody? Thanks, Mark. I just wanted to try to give people who are just joining the organization a little bit of insight on, if you are a new consultant, what are the ins and outs in gathering customers and the nature of gathering customers. And I think as consultants for Ambit Energy, I think we look at, there's 5 main reasons. That was kind of, okay, there's 5 main reasons why we gather customers. First and foremost, when you join the organization, you put up some type of capital so that you can gain an affiliation with Ambit. Now, in doing so, they return that favor and give you the opportunity to earn some money back quickly, called the Jumpstart bonus. That's one of the main, first and foremost reasons that we gather customers, to retain our Jumpstart bonuses. Second of which, they have a 526 promotion, in which that if we gather enough customers, we've satisfied that 526 to meet the very first promotion. And third of which, you can earn free energy, just like we talked about, by gathering your customers. If you gather 15 customers other than yourself, you've satisfied the free energy requirements. Now, there's 2 left now as far as gathering customers go. When you gather a customer, you earn residual income off of the amount of energy they use every month, whether it be for gas or electric. And that's a huge thing, because at first it doesn't seem like much, but as time goes on here, that adds up exponentially, and we like that. That's a huge thing, and we really count on that. But to collect on the lower levels of that residual income, you need to have at least 20 points. So that's another reason to make sure that you're continuing to gather customers in our business. And last, to help out business partners, because we always say that the 2 main reasons that we are in this business is to help people save money on their gas and electric, but also to help others do the same. And if you're going to gather customers and you get at least 21 points, you can transfer customers downline to help any of your other business partners, which is a huge deal, especially for leadership bonuses and to help your downline achieve their jump start. So there's 5 good reasons why we need to gather customers. And I think that said, it goes without saying that gathering customers, that's the lifeblood of what we do in our organization. A friend of mine, Dan Carroll, said that. He's another regional consultant, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. No customers, there is no residual income, there is no jumpstart bonuses, and there is no leadership bonuses. So that's really big. We talked about the Ambit way. When you talk to somebody, the invite should be simple, and basically you start out with that simple invite saying, are you interested in earning a little bit of extra side money? Are you keeping your options open? And when you're feeling out a prospect, what you should be doing really is seeing, are they open to this? If they are open, great. You show them the presentation, and at that point you've got 2 ways to go. Number 1, if they're interested, you've just gained a business partner. If they're not, more likely than not, they can see how valid our business is, how successful our business is, and they'll at least sign up as a customer. That's an easy way to go. But what if they're not interested in seeing the presentation? Now it becomes a little more difficult, and that's what I want to talk to you about, because not everybody's open to seeing the presentation, and this is where I want to try to encourage you. If they say no to the business presentation and they don't want to watch it, you have to ask them, can I interest you in saving money on your bills? And at that point, you've got to be ready. You got to have a game plan, and the actual game plan itself starts with having some literature made. You've got to have something for these people to read. We know how good our business is. We know how good Ambit is as an organization, how trustworthy their accolades speak for themselves. But if you tell somebody about how our business runs, they're not going to do it well when they try to tell their spouse. And more often than not, they're sold. But by the time they tell their spouse, By that time, they screwed up. They forgot half the things. The spouse is against it, and now you've just lost the customer. You have to have some type of literature to give to them, and that's really important. Now, the big thing is when you make this literature, it needs to be brief, it needs to be bulleted, it needs to be easy to read, it needs to be accurate. That's very important because when you're reading this, you don't want to exaggerate to make a sale because that only comes back on you. And integrity is a big part of our organization. Um, the other thing here is what I would do and what was on my sheet is have things like what is entitled to the customer. If you're in a state that has a guaranteed savings, that's great. Use that. That's a big selling point. If you're in a state that doesn't, you can also have other things like the guaranteed the I'm sorry, I lost for words here. I guess stop. I was doing really good. I just lost my train of thought there.